Hi, Koo.
Hey, Koo.
Thanks for the update on how things are going with you and for checking out that video. Um, it sounds like, well, based on the way that it resonated with you, it sounds like you're um, at least regularly accessing the neutral space, presence, sitting in the now, and letting your attention wander around from sense to sense. And it's also great that you're really able to see thoughts as thoughts. They're just happening and they kind of don't stick as much as they used to, which is a really great place to be.
And an important thing about that, like the not sticking, is exactly what that guy had said in that video, but also what you noted it in your response was that there's nothing to figure out about thoughts also, right? Like they are there, they're happening. That's fine. You don't have to do anything with them. You don't have to figure them out. You don't have to manipulate them. You don't have to make them go away. You don't have to pull them close. They just are there.
Yeah. And it doesn't prevent the not figuring out thoughts and interacting with them in that way doesn't prevent you from gaining all of the benefits that you get from thoughts.
You can still use them.
You can just still use them.
Yep.
So it becomes not sticky in the same way that a camera is not particularly sticky when you want to take pictures of things. Like, I want to take a picture of that thing. Click. And then you can set it down.
Yep.
Right? But you don't become super obsessive with the camera.
And
maybe even a better example would be like a hammer.
Yeah, right.
You don't become like so obsessed with a hammer after you've used a hammer. You're just like,
carry it around everywhere.
Done.
Yeah. The thing that one of the other things that you had commented on was that guy talking about like the self sense, and you had asked a question about like, does that mean he's not in the now, or what is he trying to say there? And we both commented on. I actually don't know if Angelo, the host, had said it in that video, but he often uses an analogy of like a raft that you use to get across a river, and that's kind of what that guy was doing. Basically, he had gotten to a point of clarity using this specific type of self inquiry, right? Like in the checking on like, where is the sense of self? Like,
who am
I? Like doing that kind of inquiry. And he had gotten across the river and had picked the raft up and put it on his back and was trying to walk with it.
Yeah, and Angela's like, you can just set that down.
You don't need to do that.
You don't need to use
You're okay.
Yeah. There's another good analogy for it is that you're sitting at a campfire or fire and you're stirring the wood and the flame with a stick. And in the process of stirring, the stick is just dissolving and burning up in it. And after you're all done, this fire is gone. It's going. You've gotten all of what you need from the fire and also the stick, and it's all kind of gone together.
Yep.
So, it was just I think it was a gentle reminder to him that like, hey, look, the only place you could go further with this inquiry would just lead you right back into thought. So you're done. You're good. Right.
Yep.
And that's the way it is with any of the pointers or any of the things that like we're going to be giving you. Or once you see the thing that the pointers are pointing at, you don't need to look at the pointer anymore. Just look at that thing over there. And I think that's the thing that like I often you noted about, but the way that my mind works as a scientist.
Yeah, you want to find more pointers.
I want to see it, and then I want to point at it some more. And it's like it's not even necessary. Just look and see it. Yeah. That's the thing. So once you see the thing, you don't need models to keep seeing it.
Yeah.
The F equals GMM over R squared can be set down the moment you see how it is that the thing falls. Just look, it falls. Yeah. And I guess I even connects up with that first point, right? About the you don't need the raft once you go across the river. Right, yeah. You don't need the model once you see it.
Right. Yeah, and the self-inquiry that guy was talking about is one of the things that I think it's a really common one to use and to talk about in a lot of like in the context of awakening. That's a thing that people will often have sort of on hand as a tool. And so yeah, I think that's what you were seeing with that part.
And once that first shift occurs, and it's a big one, it is that it's almost like your entire being stops believing in the self as who you are.
It stops believing in thoughts as the self.
The narrative thought-based self.
Yeah.
That whole structure, you stop looking at that as who you are. And you start seeing all of the subtle ways in which you were looking at that self, that narrative-based self, those thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And you thought that was you. You're like, oh, I see why I was doing that. And I see why it's completely unnecessary. And that just falls away.
Yeah.
And that's what really kind of happens in that first shift.
Right. And also just to like put a bit of a finer point on it, it's big in terms of like the quality of experience. It's big in terms of like the way that it shifts how you're perceiving or moving through this. But it doesn't have to be anything. Like, that's also important, right? It doesn't have to, like, it can literally just be like, oh.
Yeah.
It can be a big thing. Like,
sometimes it carries with it mystical experiences.
Right. Or even just like big emotional movements or whatever. But it doesn't have to be like, those are things that go with it. They're not
required.
Yeah.
They're not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it looks completely different for everybody who does it. Just like the path that leads up to that shift is completely different for everyone. It's custom made for everyone.
Right.
That narrative-based self is
it
custom made.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That narrative-based self was constructed specifically by you. Specifically
by you,
for you.
Yep.
To become what you thought was you. So you can see that that's going to be fairly monumental in some way when that happens. It also carries with it this sort of like, oh, right.
Oh.
I've been completely overlooking this. This
Yeah.
has been here, and I just completely overlooked it, but this is completely familiar. This feels like, of course.
Yeah. That's the thing that I've noticed most consistently throughout is the sensation of course, but not in a way where it's like I should have known or like or like how could I not have seen, like just
it doesn't carry with that. Where would those judgments be anyway?
Yeah.
Right? Those judgments would be specifically in thought, and you're going to that which precedes thought, and it doesn't have that. It has this sort of grace. It has a sort of tenderness. It has so it's not of course duh.
Right.
It's of course to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just, for me, that has been an important difference, because one of the, I don't know if this is the case for you, Koo, but I'm just speaking to my own experience. Like, there is a tendency for self-judgment, and so there does become this sort of like, oh, I should have known that it was, and it just wasn't it wasn't that.
Or how stupid was I to actually believe that thoughts were,
right.
No, you're not at all. Like,
nope. And it didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the other thing about thoughts, is that, like, more and more you'll start seeing that consciousness is really just a space in which thought is occurring, right? So the movement of thoughts, how could that possibly be bad when it is consciousness?
Right.
It is a big part of the blob of awareness that extends all around us.
Right.
Is thought. It's just the relationship to it is the thing that shifts.
It's the clouds analogy again. Why would any individual cloud be a problem?
Right. Why would any individual cloud have true or false? Why would any individual cloud have something to say about the entirety of the sky that was like measurably correct or something? Mm-hmm. It's just happening there. So I think the thing to do is to really, for you, Ku, I think really feel into the fact that there's nothing, or the feature, really, the feature of all of this, that there's nothing to figure out. Mm-hmm. See if you can keep the allowing to extend all the way to this is okay, mm-hmm. but in a really abiding, continual, inherent way that it's okay.
Yeah, and also that for me would be too much doing.
Okay, so
because I would hear that and I would be like, okay, I have to stop figuring it out. I have to make sure that I'm not going into figuring it out mode. That's a bad thing. I have to not do that. And that's also not the case. If there's the impulse to figure it out, notice it.
Yeah.
Allow it to be there.
That's right. And that's the allow part. Mm-hmm. Allow it to allow into the okayness.
Yeah. Like, and it can even be like, the two thoughts can exist next to each other of like, I want to figure it out. I feel like I need to figure it out. And I know that there's nothing to figure out. And just sit there.
The neutral space. Mm-hmm. Right in between.
The gap.
The gap. We're really excited for where you are in all of this. We're excited for your intuitive, curious exploration of it. And so, yeah, we just wanted to fire off this quick message. And looking forward to meeting with you, I guess, next week. So I hope you have a great day, a great conference, wherever that is and whatever that is. I hope that it's really fun for you and that it gives you lots of opportunity to take presence, take the neutral space out into the lab of the real world and see that it's there. It's there too. It's there always. Whenever you turn to it, it's there.